no matter the location. From O-A-K-L-A to L-V, I'm a Raider.
Raider Nation, what's going on? You're watching the Raiders Report, and we got some breaking news here. The Las Vegas Raiders have gone out and signed wide receiver Willie Snead. 28-year-old, spent last season with the Baltimore Ravens. The biggest reason why this move happened, depth. And I want everyone to go down in the comments section. I want everyone to take a big old breath and just type depth, because that's why this move ended up happening. As I am recording this video right now, the contract details, they have not been released. All that we know is that it is a 1-year deal. And again, as soon as we get the update, we'll let you know here at the Raiders Report. So he's a solid slot wide receiver that's going to add some extra depth. There was a report that just came out, literally as I am filming it right now, that says that he's going to be competing with Hunter Renfro in terms of a slot receiver. Also, I am just going to simply tell you that I disagree with that. Is he going to push Hunter Renfro? Yes. Is he going to push Zay Jones? Yes, absolutely. But the Raiders are not bringing in Willie Snead to take over as the starting slot wide receiver over Hunter Renfro. If you hear that from anyone, just know that they are 100% wrong. So for Snead, he came out of college at Ball State, an undrafted free agent. Then he ended up signing with the Cleveland Browns, spent some time with the Carolina Panthers. But everyone got to know Snead with his time with New Orleans. He had a good year where he put up 69 catches, over 900 yards. The following year in 2016, 72 catches, over 800 yards. You're not going to get that type of production. But if you're telling me right now I can get his 2020 production, I'll be okay with that. I still want Hunter Renfro to step up. I still want Bryan Edwards to step up. And I think the other reason why this move ended up happening, John Brown, he has battled a lot of injuries, no doubt about that. And if he gets hurt, you can get another veteran presence on a young wide receiver room. So what I want you guys to do now is go down in the comments section and give me your thoughts on the signing. I've been waiting for now an entire week. It seems like almost an entire year on the Raiders to announce that they signed a safety or a veteran cornerback. When this video goes out, I already know there's going to be some people upset, like, why are we spending this money? We need to spend it on either the offensive line or on the defense. I'm team spend it on the defense, right? But I am curious. Go down in the comments. Let me know your thoughts on this signing. All right, so now let's look at the latest depth chart here for the Las Vegas Raiders. You have Henry Ruggs as your one. You have Bryan Edwards. The Raiders want those two guys to be the top two receivers on this team. You went out and signed John Brown for a 1-year contract, $3.5 million, up to $5.5 million he can make. Hunter Renfro is in the slot, and then I got Zay Jones. You can also see the name Quinn. I put Willie Snead on this depth chart where I did for the simple fact of, like, he can play wide receiver too. He's going to play in the slot. I just wanted to be able to show you guys all the receivers realistically here on screen. So we are breaking down the latest here at the Raiders Report, and that's exactly what we do. If you're looking for free videos around the Las Vegas Raiders, we got you covered here. So you see the link below me, youtube.com/Raiders Report. If you haven't already, please subscribe. If you have subscribed, take that link, send it to some diehard Raider fans, because the more fans we get, the more subscribers we get, the more videos we can produce. Chat Sports today, man, it's a crazy day. There's a lot of different things going on. The Eagles traded, the Dolphins made a trade, the 49ers made a trade. But I said this, I want to make a video for the nation, so that's why you're seeing here. So if you haven't already, hit that big red button that says subscribe. So with the Willie Snead signing here, a lot of people are going to be like, okay, Mitch, he adds depth, great. He adds a veteran presence. Is it a little bit of a peculiar move to you? My answer with that is yes, it is a peculiar move to me. The biggest reason why I'm sitting here scratching my head is because I don't think I would have given Zay Jones a pay raise. Remember, he made $1.4 million. They could have cut Zay Jones. They could have saved the entire salary. Instead, they decide to give him a $1.1 million pay raise. And for me, I'm sitting here wondering, why would you give Zay Jones a $1 million pay raise if you're actually not 100% sold on him being an extra asset to your wide receiver room? My thought process is this. Again, I do not know how much Willie Snead's going to make. If he's making over $3 million a year, it's a bad contract. If he's making $2 million a year, okay. Let's just say he's making about $2 million. If you're telling me I could take that $2 million, or if he signed the vet minimum at $1 million, if I could take that money and the money that I gave Zay Jones, why not put that extra money into defense? Why not put that extra money in going out and getting a safety? Because, like, at the end of the day, man, if Anthony Harris was only $5 million, If I could take that money and invest it in Brian Poole, take that money and invest it in a guy like Malik Hooker or another top safety out there, that's what I want. And I don't want anybody out there to think that I don't like Willie Snead. He's a good receiver. But I just don't really think that this is the move that the Raiders realistically needed. So go down in the comments right now, and I want you to grade the signing. A, B, C, D, or F. A, it's the best signing that they've had the entire offseason. I'm just going to simply disagree with you. There's a lot of other ones. There's no doubt about that. B, it was good. C, it's average. D, it was bad. F, it's failing. When I really think about the deal, and again, it's hard to give it an absolute grade without the contract details, but I'm going to go and I'm going to trust my gut here, which after all the beers y'all made me drink last week, it's getting a little bit bigger. I'm thinking it's going to be like a C- type of move. Maybe D+ if it's over $3 million. It's a depth move. If anybody tries to tell you anything other than that, I'm just going to tell you right now it's a little bit crazy. But go down in the comments section right now. Let me know. Grade the move. Willie Snead on a 1-year deal. So I'm always telling you guys, hey, hit me up on IG. I had a really cool encounter this past week. Met some Raider fans. Got my hair cut by a guy that watched the show. Shout out to Manuel. Shout out to Mike. But my DMs are open for a reason. I don't have the ability to make hundreds of videos on the Raiders Report just because we are a company here at Chat Sports and we go in different directions. But my DMs are always open. And when I get free time, y'all, I promise you, I go down, I answer all the questions, and I'm actually going to be doing a IG Live this weekend. So if you want to join in, please go ahead and do so. All you got to do, hit me up on Instagram. I'm at Mitchell Renz 365. So with the Willie Snead move here, again, you're finding an undrafted free agent who came out of Ball State, and he's 5'11". You're looking at about 205 pounds. He's not really going to add too much to special teams, but if a guy like John Brown goes down, okay, Willie Snead gets extra reps. If a guy like Hunter Renfro goes down, okay, extra reps. But you have such a young wide receiver room. You have Henry Ruggs, Brian Edwards, both entering year 2. You have Hunter Renfro getting ready to enter year 3. That's why you saw these guys go out and get John Brown and Willie Snead. It also tells me this. They didn't want to splurge on a big-name receiver because they're confident in the guys that they have. And how often this entire offseason was like, are the Raiders going to get a number 1 receiver? My answer was always this. They weren't going to go out and get Kenny Galladay. They weren't going to go out and get Will Fuller. So decided to go this route. And for everyone out there that doesn't think they have a number 1 receiver, have you ever heard of a guy named Darren Waller? He is their number 1 wide receiver. So if y'all have made it this far in the video, just know that I appreciate you. I also want you to do this. Go down in the comments, and I want you to type Jeremy. This is his very first video he's ever made at Chat Sports. You guys saw him last week on the Kenyon Drake video. He was chugging some beers. But with all the craziness going on in Chat Sports, I wanted to be able to make a video. The only way that was going to be possible is if Jeremy filmed it. So shout out to him. This video is actually probably presented by Jeremy, if you will. But seriously, go down in the comments, show him some love. And if you made it this far in the video, please like it, send it to some friends. Let's continue to grow this bad boy. I would really, really appreciate it. And if you haven't subscribed, seriously, hit the big red button that says subscribe. And if you have, take the link, youtube.com/RaidersReport, and send it to all your friends.